Okay, let's back up here. You ended up with a 4-1 situation. You took the vote. Now you want to rescind your votes and go back and do it again. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Look at Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay.
You can have a rule.
Fine.
You can have a.
So you're going to take away.
Reconsider.
You're going to take away an FTE, correct? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying that.
Music is back on, is out of the table, and you know how I feel about music, but I'm just saying, you have 16 FTEs now instead of 17.
Yes.
If
Can
we-
I explain something? We're not talking about eliminating the music program, we're talking about eliminating a music teacher. We have 2 teachers that are teaching a total of 5 classes.
My concern is not that. My concern is that we only have so much we can do. I've stated before that if we don't step up to the plate and do things, you guys are out of a job. The county will come in and do it. You're taking some things away from the union groups to work with, to bring back so we can make that determination. This does not mean it's going to happen. These are the only options we have right now that we have to put out there to let us work on a solution to get all of these people back. Music, as I told you before, is one of the most dearest things to me. I'll do anything I can to try to save it. But when you're looking at possibilities of when you have people that you live with, and some of you do, that may lose their jobs, we still have to do it. It is your call. I mean, it is definitely your call. If all I want to know right now is what is your vote? Is it 3-2 for or 3-2 against? You're going to vote for everything except music. Is that the final 3-2, 2-3 vote?
No, my motion still stands on Section B as the resolution is written.
That was the first proposal.
Yes.
Right.
That was the first motion and passed 4-1.
And if the question was called, Mrs. Starkey asked, is there any discussion? Everyone shook their head.
Actually, I don't think we called for a discussion on
He
this.
did, he called for the question, and people made their
That's
vote.
right, he did.
And then Mrs. Starkey said 3-2 in favor.
Actually, it was
Am I
4-1
wrong?
originally.
It was
4-1.
4-1 originally.
And then there was a motion for reconsideration with a counter proposal of approving the resolution with, as it stood with the elimination of the reduction for the music program.
And then what? Okay, so it's 3-2 this way. Without the music on the
Again,
Mr. President, what do you got?
you have a motion on the floor.
Actually, I think there was been 2. I think we've gone over both.
No, I resubmitted the
But you're
motion.
resubmitting. Okay.
To accept the motion as written. The motion 09-14-12 as written.
And there will be a second
And,
counter proposal.
and the second was by Mr. Escalante.
Can I have a second on that?
On the original motion, I thought the second was the original motion.
This procedure to review the audio tapes live.
As far as I know, you cannot redo a motion and...
Okay, Mr. Renderman, I've not been in this situation before. I'd like some help.
The way that rule goes is that when you called for discussion, the discussion came out that they wanted to modify. They wanted.
No, the vote
What did
went
you
through
say
first.
when it came down to discussion. Was there any discussion? And they said no.
No, there's no discussion.
At that time, the motion passes.
Okay.
Mr. Nelson, you brought it up after the fact. After the motion, you called for that. When there was no discussion, your motion legally passes. Your motion that passed on the resolution 09-10-12 is 4-1. If you want to change it, we bring it back as another board agenda item.
No, that you can have a motion to reconsider the motion that had just happened.
You can make a motion to reconsider, but you can't make a whole new motion on top of a motion that we've already approved. I'm saying you can make a motion just to reconsider it, and you can vote on whether to reconsider it. But you're adding in another motion on top of a motion that we've already approved.
And it also goes in the agenda.
No, it's still an agenda item.
Well, once you went to discussion and voted on, it's over. Now, if you want to bring it back, if you want to make change, then we need to bring it back to another item as another vote. Now, we can't modify the agenda, but we put it on the next agenda. That is the way I read those regulations.
That is not the way that it is run within CSBA.
Right. But you cannot change the current agenda that was voted on to be approved at the beginning of the meeting. Once that has been approved at the beginning of the meeting, you can't change it. If you want to do modifications to it, then we put it back on another subject line at another board agenda. Then you approve that agenda, and then you vote on it again. You voted on to pass it, but if you want to bring something else back, to bring it back.
If I bring it back, how are you going to stand up there? You don't want to do it?
So my next thing would be, Mr. Starkey, is that I get back with you to see how we want to approach the next agenda.
Okay, so it stands right now 4-1. Okay, C. The Board of Trustees certifies that written notification has been served to all certificated staff members who are not full credentialed, that their current service ends June 30th, 2010.
I
Johnson.
move to confirm that the district provided evidence that James Johnson did serve written notification of expiration of employment to current certificated staff members.
You should have proof of service.
That's what I'm saying. I'm moving to confirm that you did provide us.
You just don't have to take my word for it this year.
First by Nelson.
Do I have a second? Motion by Nelson, second by Gutierrez.
Kind of,
Before I vote on it, what exactly?
yeah, what,
This certification has happened by
The employees that basically, whose contracts expire, we have to take and have proof of service that they have been notified if that
Our
their
interns.
contract runs out.
Intern.
So motion by Nelson, second by Gutierrez.
yeah.
Okay. Any discussion? Any discussion? So I said again?
We have written verification.
Yes, yes.
It's in your packet.
I'm just,
Okay.
And my word.
Okay, call for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. No nays.
Move adjourn.
Motion by Nelson.
Mr.
Second.
Starkey, do you have a question? Sorry. I'm
Wow.
not Mr. Van you were talking about the fair meeting, the dog meeting at the high school, and you said you had contacted the different boards to sell items there.
No, I have not yet.
You were going to do that? Would the elementary schools also be able to participate in that?
Not yet. It depends on how many I can get at the high school to generate that kind of funds. Because it's basically going to be operated through the high school, and it's for job opportunities for high school students. So I'm going to focus at the high school right now. If I don't have enough people that want to help out or do things, then I'm going out to the rest of the school district.
Okay, again, motion by Nelson, second by Escalante. Student vote? All in favor?
Aye.
5 ayes. No nays. 10 nays.
9:50.
8:50.
8:50.